All right, well, to more football news. Former Banyana Banyana striker Portia Modise remains a leading goal scorer on the African continent for both men and women, netting over 100 goals. Our reporter Tshepo Thobane will chat to Modise about the pay disparity between men and women. A very good afternoon, Tshepo. Great to be chatting to you. What's happening there?
Hello, Arthur. Like as you said, at this day, we continue our rolling coverage into what it means to be South African. With me here, I'm joined by Banyana Banyana legend, Portia Modise, who has a record, as you correctly said, that she has scored over 100 international goals, an amazing record. Even our male footballers, no one in the country has that kind of a record. Portia, thank you so much for your time. Speaking of the records, speaking of when female football was incepted way back in the country, there's been a lot of challenges, and you know them very well. Let's start with the popularity. There's arguments that when you were still playing for Banyana Banyana, they were popular as to compared to now. Is that true?
I'd like to say hi to the. I think, yeah, the football back then was better than now. Because I used to cutting rays for Kaizer Chiefs. It's where I got famous. Because women's football was never given a coverage back then. But for us, I think it being part of the structure of the guys back then, I think women's football was really popular because we will get to the stadium. There are a lot of people who go to the stadium early just to watch us playing. Then people started to recognize, oh, there is women's football. I remember I was playing for Switch Ladies, there was Cosmos Ladies, there was Swilos Ladies. I think then it was more popular than now.
And if you compare the two time zones, Portia, you look at now, let's look at Banyana Banyana, Bafana Bafana, who are still failing to qualify for events, win tournaments. You look at currently Banyana Banyana qualifying for tournaments, winning tournaments, but now there's the issue of salaries. It's not the same. How do you take that?
I think I've been having this problem since even I was playing, saying, why are we looking the gender? Why can't we treat our two national teams the same? Because we're both the seniors of the country. So if you treat what you give Bafana Bafana on the right, do it on the left also, because we do believe Gucci, we rate the same. And with us, the sad part is there's nothing that really motivates us. There's no money that they give us. It's a passion, Joe. We know what is important to sing that national anthem. We know the difference that we put, in the generations, that they want to be like us one day. We are role models with nothing. So for me, it's so unfair to see these women, Joe, doing so well, and they are thinking which I was part of that team, and when we look back, Joe, we have nothing to show, and with the records that we have, we've got nothing to show. And seeing Bafana doing nothing, but they're getting everything. For me, I'm confused. Our country,
But in your opinion, what do you think needs to be done to change that situation?
I hear people always saying women's football is getting better. There's no way women's football will get better if there's gonna be equal pay. It needs to be equal pay, then women's football will get somewhere. But without money, how women's football is growing without money? Because the people need to put money, sponsors, they need to come on board. And I'm even worried, even sponsors, when they come on board, they're also doing GBV if they're going to that house and say, we're putting money, but only for men. Like that house is a national team house, and we have almost a lot of national teams, but you have two senior teams that when you come as a sponsor, you need to take care of. Not Bafana Bafana. Bafana Bafana is not the only national team that sings the national anthem or present the country. Also, Banyana Banyana does that, and they deserve the equality.
Thank you so much, Portia. You've heard it, Arthur. Portia obviously angered by the fact that there's a major difference between the female footballers and their male counterparts. She's saying that a lot needs to change to make sure that everything is equal.
Well, fantastic. Thanks, Tshepo Thobane. I tell you what, the narrative of women's football definitely still needs to change, and raising up some important pointers there and factors, as you might have heard. Masego, back to you.